welcome to Balance with Bells. This is your 12-week strength and conditioning program, and today is day one, lower body workout. I am your coach. My name's Katie. I'm the owner of Barefoot and Grounded Fitness. I'm super excited to be able to go through the basic movements of the kettlebell and build on that week after week so that by the time you're done this 12-week program, you are going to feel confident and empowered to pick up the kettlebell wherever you are and use that as part of your training modalities. I'm ready to jump into it. We're going to go through the 6 components that makes a workout effective today. Every workout that I program starts with your movement prep. We're going to jump into your CNS connection. We're going to do some technique, work with the kettlebell a little bit, work on form, that kind of thing, build a really strong foundation. Then we're going to get into our mains. Our main lift today is going to be a goblet squat, and then we're going to jump into our spice, our accessory work, get the heart rate up, and really fatigue those muscles, and then we're going to work through a cool down together. So it seems like a lot, but once you get working through it, I think that you're really going to love the structure and the style of these workouts. We're right where we need to be, and I want you guys to make sure that you're training with an appropriate weight for how long you've been lifting for. If you want to lift a little bit heavier or switch out certain modalities, say for the goblet squat, if you want to work maybe a front squat with a barbell and really challenge yourself through that component. Let's jump into our movement prep. Down into your plank position. Okay, and weight nice and over the shoulders. We're going to drive back with our hips and come forward. Okay, 10 reps here. 2, 3. Keep that belly button to spine. Tuck the bum at the plank. 4, 5. Warming up those hips and shoulders. 6, 7. 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Good. Feel the lats tighten in that plank and lower the knees. Good stuff. All right, jumping into our scorpion. So down on the ground, forehead on your mat, hands out to the side. Right leg extends up and over. Feeling that nice rotation in the spine. And come back around to neutral. Good, trying to keep the shoulders, chest on the ground. Good, 2 more reps here. And last one. Good, remember to breathe. And roll it back. Good. All right, jumping into our prying goblet squat. We are going to be a little bit wider than shoulder stance. Feet turned out to the side. We're going to drop down into our squat position, keeping the chest up and weight in your heels. Then you're going to sink your bum through down into that lowest position. You're going to use your hands and elbows to push against the knees, pry those legs open, and warm up the hip socket. I like to just shift my weight back and forth. Really warm the hips, keeping that core activated and breathing through the movement. Okay, and when you're ready, stand it up, shake it out, and then we're going to drop down and do 3 more, okay? Drop down, nice and deep. Good, and stand it up. Good, shake it out. Nice and wide, feet turned out. Drop down low, weight in the heels. Knees tracking the toes. And Rock it out. Good, stand it up. Good, shake it out. All right, glute bridge, down on the ground on your back. Okay, hands on your hips or on the floor. Okay, driving with the hips, squeezing the glutes at the top. Good, and lower back down slow. Drive up, 1 count, with an exhale, and down slow. Good, squeeze hard at the top, full hip extension. Really open those hips, and drive, and release. Good, couple more reps. And back down. This is where you're gonna find all your force and momentum and power in your kettlebell swing. That hip hinge pattern, squeezing the glutes. This is really good to wake all that up. Really important to connect your breath with your movements. Exhale at the top and slow and controlled back down. Good. Now we're just going to get into a sit-up with a reach. Okay. Sit up. Pull this arm across. Opposite arm. Good. Trying to use your core as much as possible. Not using the momentum of your arms like that. Okay. Nice, slow, and controlled. Exhale at the top. Nice big reach. 2 more. Good, feel the stretch through the lat. Good, and back down. All right, guys, stand it up. Grab a drink of water if you need. We're gonna do our CNS connection now. I got baby jacks, pogo jumps, and high knees. So we're gonna do 20, 20, 20 for reps. Just follow along. Your baby jacks are just like jumping jacks, but just nice and small. Just waking the body up. Your pogo jumps, pushing through the floor, trying to hit your head on the ceiling, nice and light on the toes, and then getting into our high knee run, okay? So just follow along. 20 baby jacks, let's go. Ten more. Good job. That's 20. Pogo jumps, hands on your hips, or use your hands for momentum to get yourself off the ground. Nice and light on the balls of your feet, and get ready to push through the floor. Good job, that's 20, shake it out. Remember to keep the core nice and tight. Shake it out. Now we're gonna get into our high knees. So opposite arm, opposite leg, drive the knee forward and push through, okay? 20 reps, let's go. Good. And shake it out, grab a drink. We're gonna go through one more round. Okay, baby jacks, 20 reps, let's go. Nice and quick. Twelve. Keep going. And rest into your pogo jumps. Hands on your hips or hands for momentum. 9, 10. 10 more. Push through. Nice and light on the toes. Good, and rest. Getting that heart rate up, the blood flowing. I love it. High knees. Woo! Good stuff. Take a drink. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our technique side of things. So we're going to grab a kettlebell. If you have two sizes of kettlebells, I suggest grabbing your heavier one. We're going to just be doing a deadlift, focusing on our hinge patterning. Okay, so we're not doing any cleans or going up overhead. So a heavier kettlebell will allow you to be able to feel what that movement is supposed to feel like by loading the glutes, feeling it in your core and that kind of thing, okay? So I'm gonna grab a 16 kilo kettlebell here for my technique. If this is your first time ever working with a kettlebell, you haven't really been weight training very much, you can feel free to grab a lighter kettlebell, 8 to 10 kilos, okay? So with our two-handed deadlift, we are going to be coming right over top of the bell, toes on either side, so the bell is right underneath us, okay? We're gonna be cracking at the hips, bending at the knees, and bringing that butt back and down so that we're loading in our glutes, okay? We're not just cracking at the hips and just loading the hamstrings, okay? Our posterior chain all works together, so nice and deep, loading the glutes, loading the hamstrings at the same time. Okay, reaching down for that bell, keeping a nice neutral spine, the head in line with the rest of your spine. So we're not cranked up here and we're not looking down at the bell, okay? Just your gaze forward in front of you so it's nice and neutral, all right? As we push through the floor, we're gonna drive through, bring those hips forward and come up to neutral stance. One quick explosive movement and then nice, slow and controlled back down. Okay, so I'll demonstrate a few times here. Grip the bell, push through the floor, drive up, squeeze the glutes at the top with a big exhale, slow and controlled back down. Okay, drive through the floor and slow back down. With the deadlift, the arms are just attachments to the shoulders. We're not bending in the elbows or carrying any of that load through the arms. We're just grasping with our grip. Back down. And slow and controlled back down. Okay, when you're ready, let's get going. We're gonna do 3 sets through of this, about 10 reps. So pace yourself accordingly, take rest in between your sets, really focusing on feeling it in the glutes and focusing on that proper hinge pattern, keeping the chest up, the core tight, reach forward, drive through the floor. That's 1. Good, slow and controlled back down. Tap it on the ground. Drive back up. Good, you should feel your weight in your heels as you push the floor away. Two more. Good, and rest. Good job, guys. Shake it out, grab a drink. Set number 2, over top of the bell, crack at the hips, bend in the knees, reach forward, big breath in, drive through the floor. Two more. Explode up, last one. Good job. Put the bell down safely. Grab a drink. Good, I hope this is starting to feel a little bit better for you guys. Really commit to this last set, and then we're gonna move on to our main dish, our strength component. All right. Again, crack at the hips, bend in the knees, bring the bum back and down, load the glutes. You should feel those glutes tighten. When I say load the glutes, you can feel those muscle fibers extend and they're ready to contract at the top. Okay? Big inhale and drive through the floor. Good, slow on the way back down. Good, stand tall at the top. Don't hyperextend your back like this. Just nice neutral stance. 2 more. Good, and back down. Good job, guys. Shake it out, grab a drink. I will always guide your sets and rep ranges, but definitely take what you need from each set. If your rep ranges look a little bit different than mine, that's okay. Depending on where you're at, everybody's gonna be a little bit different, and depending on what weight you have at home. So if 10 reps was a little bit too much for you, dial it back, cut it in half, just do 5 for technique so you don't gas yourself for our main lift, that kind of thing. So I'm always here as a guide, and we'll give you kind of an idea of where you want to be at starting this program, but if you have to modify it back, that's okay too. All right, we're gonna jump into our goblet squat. So with our goblet squat, we're gonna be bringing the kettlebell from the deadlift that we just did. We're gonna deadlift it up into a rack position. So I'm gonna demonstrate with a lighter kettlebell, just so I can go a little bit slower. So deadlift the kettlebell like we just practiced. We're gonna use that momentum to hike the bell up and catch it. This is your rack position. Elbows tucked in and the bell sort of resting here at the chest. Okay, so one more time. Deadlift it up, use that momentum from the hips, shrug the shoulders, and catch it at the top. Go down into our squat and drive back up. Okay? Okay, so grab an appropriate kettlebell. We're gonna be doing 3 sets, like again, 6 to 10 reps, depending on your weight. We're gonna be jumping into our first sets of squats. So over top of the bell, crack at the hips, load the glutes, deadlift it up into rack. Awesome job. I'm gonna turn my bell so my handle's resting here. And we're gonna try for 10 reps here, okay? Weight in the heels. Exhale at the top. Good, knees track the toes. 3 more. And 10. Good, and rest. Good, take an adequate rest period through this time. Let the legs recover. If that felt really easy for you and you have heavier weights, maybe you like to work with barbells, maybe you have a medicine ball, maybe you got some plates that you can work with. These are all just different modalities to achieve the same goal. If you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, your form feels good, then bump it up and let's challenge ourselves. All right, if you're in that 10 rep range, we're working hypertrophy, putting in the reps to pack on a little bit of muscle. All right? Over top of your bell. Crack at the hips, hinge forward, load the glutes, get that bell up into rack position. Let's go. Good, nice tucked elbows, and drop it down for 1. Good, remember to breathe through your exercises. Exhale at the top. Good, keep it up, 2 more. Keep that back nice and tight. Drive through the heels. Good. Shake it out. Whew. That feels good. If you guys ever need to pause the video and record yourselves doing anything, I suggest you do it because watching yourself do the movement can give you so much information on your weak points and where you can improve. Those give you indications on where you need to improve and what you need to strengthen so that as you pick up more weight and you move forward, you don't end up creating bad habits or bad patterns and hurting yourself over time. All right. I am sweaty. I love it. Okay, feeling good. Last set here. Let's really challenge ourselves. Reach down. Deadlift up. Drive your feet through the floor into the rack. 10 reps. Let's go. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Six, 4 more. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Belly button to spine. Drive up. Good, and rest. Whew. Good, stretch it out. Take a little break. Awesome job, guys. All right. Grab a drink, and then I'm going to explain the spice to you guys. We're going to work through a triplet set here, so 3 different exercises, right through 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to rest at the end. So no rest in between the sets. We're just going to power through, fatigue the muscles, and rest at the end. I got 3 sets of each thing, so this is going to be challenging. You can work with a kettlebell, you can do body weight, you can work with a med ball, a plate, switch it up, whatever you want to take from this workout. We're going to be doing single arm deadlift, so just like the 2-handed deadlift, but we're going to just do a unilateral movement on the one side, 6 on one, 6 on the other. We're going to get into some walking lunges, either in the rack position or overhead, okay? Just walking back and forth. 6 reps on each leg, so 12 reps total. And then we're going to get into some calf raises. So just holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell at our side, stabilize with the wall, okay? If you have something that you can step up onto to get that nice deep, deep position of the heel when we're in our elongation phase of the movement, that's even better, okay? Squeeze up at the top, and then we're gonna switch sides, okay? So grab a kettlebell, and let's get into our single arm deadlift. So I'm gonna demonstrate this from the front. So when we did our 2-arm deadlift, our kettlebell was right in the middle of our feet, and we just reached down. When we're doing our single arm deadlift, whatever side we're using, we're gonna keep the kettlebell close to that leg, okay? And we're just gonna grab the handle closer to the medial or inside as opposed to over here in the middle, okay? That's just gonna keep everything to come up in a nice uniform way so it's not out to the side. Okay, so same movement pattern, hinge at the hips, bend the knees, load the glutes. This arm stays activated, either tap your shoulder or keep it tucked here. We don't want it resting on our leg or on our hip. It just causes unwanted pressure on the opposite side. Okay, so drive through the floor. And 6. Good, put the bell down on the opposite side. Grab the kettlebell. This arm becomes activated, touching the shoulder, tuck it in by the side. Load the glutes, push through the floor. 6 reps, let's go. Two more. 6. Awesome work. Good job. For my lunges, I'm going to grab a plate for this. Okay, I'm going to grab a 15-pound plate for my lunges. I'm going to go overhead. Okay, you can have it at the rack position. If you're using a kettlebell, you can have it at the rack position. Or if you have 2 kettlebells, you could have them in a farmer's carry down by your side, okay? Depending on how you want to attack this exercise, okay? I'm gonna go up overhead for this set, 12 reps, let's go. 2, 'Good, working on our balance, keeping the core tight. Nice 90 degrees of the legs. Nice soft way down to the floor. Drive up. 2 more. Soft to the floor. Drive through the toes. Good, and rest. Good. Grab your kettlebell. Find a wall or something to hang on to if you need. Okay. Calf raises. One at a time. 7, good. I'm gonna make it to probably 10 or 12 reps. My calf's already starting to cramp up. And that's it for me. And switch sides. Good stuff, guys. Shake it out. Take a nice rest. You deserve it. You're working hard for this. We're gonna take a nice minute here and get back into our single arm deadlifts for set number 2. Once we get through this triplet, we get into our cool down, and that's it for today. So you are almost there. Keep pushing. Don't give up. It's always challenging when you're learning something new, and all you got to do is just put in the reps to make it feel more natural. It will come. You will get stronger. You will get better. And after this 12 weeks, you're going to see how far you come. So the workouts are going to get harder. The movements are going to get more complex. We're going to start molding different things together, doing kettlebell complexes, working on our swing, bringing the kettlebell up overhead. So it's going to get really fun. We got to just lay this nice foundation, get our core nice and tight and strong, work on those fundamental movement patterns so that we are ready to go, okay? This is where the hard work begins. All right, single arm deadlift. Pick up that bell, get over top, okay? Hinge at the hips, load the glutes. This arm touches the shoulder, is nice and activated at your side. Push through the floor for 1. Last one, switch sides. Push through the floor. Last one. Good. Awesome job, guys. Shake it out. We're gonna jump into our walking lunges. I'm gonna use the kettlebell for this set to show you guys that rack position. I know I said no breaks, but if you're thirsty, drink some water. And let's get into it. So we're gonna deadlift this up into the rack position. All right, core nice and tight for this one. Arms are gonna get tired. Keep that chest up. Good. Nice soft landing. Drive through the toes. Good. 4. That's 8. I got 2 more in me. Good. Put the kettlebell down. Okay, always having proper form to pick up the bell, especially when we're getting tired. The end of the workout, that's when injuries happen, when we're tired, or right at the beginning when we're not warm yet. Ten. Good. Switch sides when you're ready. All right. Awesome work. Take a break, grab some water. We got our last set here, coming in hot. We're gonna push ourselves. So we empty that gas tank. Oh, good, take your rest time to focus on your breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Get water. Stretch out anything that's sticky. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna get through single arm deadlifts, lunges, calf raises, and we're done. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling sweaty, feeling good. The endorphins are going. I know I put in some serious work today, and I hope you did too. Let's get through this, and then we'll do our cool down. All right? Bum back, activate the glutes, push through the floor. Let's go. For 1. Down slow. 2 more. Good stuff. Kettlebell to the other side. Grab the inner portion of the handle. Bum down. Drive through. Last one. Awesome job. Shake it out. Decide what you're doing for lunges. You could grab 2 dumbbells, do a farmer's carry, rack it up to center, go overhead. If you've been working with kettlebells for a while, you can take it overhead with one arm and challenge yourself that way. All right, for me, I'm gonna just bring it to central and work on building the strength back there. All right. Rack position. Nice deep breath. Belly button to spine. Let's go. Slow and controlled on the way down. Drive through the feet. Good, I got 2 more in me. Elbows nice and tucked. Chest up. Good. Good. Stretch it out, roll those shoulders. Let's get into our calf raises. We're almost there. Good, pick up the kettlebell. Find your balance. Good, squeeze that calf at the top. Slow and controlled on the way down. Good stuff, guys. Switch sides. Finish strong. All right, awesome work. Good stuff, guys. For our lower body strength component of this series, this 12-week series, lower body day is always day 1 of the week and once a week. So our Mondays, our day 1 is gonna be lower body, Wednesdays is upper body, Fridays is full body. And then we got some zone 2 cardio and sprinting in between there, and then some active recovery on the weekend. So that's kind of how this program is designed. It hits all our points to get you where you need to be to start doing some more advanced strength and conditioning and honing in on different rep ranges and that kind of thing, working our power and our endurance, testing our 1 rep max, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in continuing along this kind of journey with us newbies together, I'm going to be posting this workout on YouTube as well as in the Swell, which is a membership portal where you can join us for live workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then there's also the whole library of workouts if you do miss the live or you can't make it due to work or children or whatever. So really good that way. Now all we have left to do is our cool down. At the end, I love to just get into some nice stretching poses or yoga poses. I'm not a yoga instructor, but just allowing that space to kind of play with movement in your body. So today we're going to get down into a tabletop position for our cool down. All right, toes kind of tucked under, and we're just going to we're going to do a nice big exhale, bringing our belly button to spine and just rounding out the spine, dropping the head, tucking the bum, and then just rocking back, stretching out the wrists. You're going to feel that nice pull through the upper spine, upper back. Feeling that big curve. Good, then we're going to release and go the other way. So exhale, let the belly just fall. Okay, let the core just let go. Head up. Rock through this movement. And really release your core here. Okay, we just did a lot of core activation, keeping everything tight, working on balance, working on coordination. And it just feels good to just let it all go. Okay, let's do one more rounded back, or cat pose, I think it's called. Belly button to spine. Good, rocking the hips. If you're feeling any wrist pain here, you can go up on your fists. Good, widen the knees. And we're just going to sit back into child's pose. Nice big reach. Let the forehead and belly just fall to your mat. Reach those fingertips forward, stretching out the back. Feel your hips release. Move back and forth in that socket. Feel your shoulders let go. Your forearms, your fingertips. Nice big inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. Elongate that exhale as long as you can. One more big inhale all together. Nice long exhale out through the mouth. All right, guys, pull yourself up off your mat. I'm going to leave you here to just do some independent stretching. Stretch out the hamstrings. Stretch out the quads. If you got to go, get on with your day. Thank you so much for being here. If you found value in this workout today, you had a good workout, you learned something, you got a good sweat on, I would truly appreciate subscribing to my channel if you want to be here for more, or just give it a thumbs up or share it with a friend that you think could need it. I just want to be able to grow this community, grow in the Swell, and just create a community of like-minded people that want to work out hard, work out safely, and just focus on overall strength and wellness, and leave kind of all that sort of like fitness, propaganda, weight loss, all that stuff kind of just in its own little area. Like I said, this is barefoot and grounded fitness. We're just gonna stick to the tried and true measures of being strong, being healthy for showing up in our lives, and that's what this is all about. So thank you for being here. Subscribe below, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video for a good upper body workout, working with the bells again. It's gonna be awesome. So have a wonderful rest of your day and take care.